Ladies and gentlemen, mga kamigingnon, just a preview. I could still remember in 1995 when I ran for board member with the group of my boss, then Governor Nieto Gallardo. And at the same time, one of those who managed the campaign, the provincial campaign, I bluntly told the Catarmanons that this is your only chance to have a congressman elected in the province. Our candidate then was the famous Bono Adasa. But taga-Katarman, but we miserably failed because we were short of the numbers in Katarman. 30 years passed. I realized I was wrong. Here comes a man along with his family, a pure Katarmanon and a Kamigingnon. Despite what they have in life, despite how successful they are, answered the call, willing to sacrifice, to emancipate Camiguin from the bondage of fear and inequality, and dreaming for a change, to change Camiguin for a better place. So much has been here about him. I don't need to go into the details. So please help me welcome the man of the hour, Mr. Paul Rodriguez.
Thank you, Lester. Fellow Kaminginons, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, I have not prepared any speech for the night because I always wanted to deliver my message from my heart. And I don't want to have any scripted message or speech that it will not be meaningful to each and every one of us. That's why I don't want to make a written speech. Instead, it will be coming from what I have to say. I'm deeply honored with your group tonight for having me, and the very warm welcome you have extended to me. I felt like I'm just home in Camiguin. I didn't realize that how many Camiginons are here in California. And with just such a short notice, we were able to gather a very substantial number of Camiginons. I know a lot of Catarmanons are here with us tonight. I know that a lot of you knows our family, but perhaps it would be appropriate for me to introduce myself, just to let everyone know who I am and why am I doing this for our province. Well, I am the son of Pedro and Edith Rodriguez. Both are Catarmanons. And even my grandpa and grandma, who are also pure breed Catarmanon. Even up to this day, more than 120 years ago, our small store in Catarman still existed. And in spite of the, I would say, outdated business, because, you know, corporate trading and a general merchandise store is not anymore that profitable, we still sustain it for the sake of the legacy of my papa, because he loves Camiguin very much. And that's why, for me, as I've seen my papa's dedication to Camiguin, I never abandoned Camiguin. When we had our shipping business, I made sure that Camiguin will always have a shipping service. Few have known us because we are not politicians. We are just a small businessman. But at the onset of the situation in Camiguin, I felt that if I don't lift a hand or a finger to this situation, kinsa pa man. So, last March, a group of opposition leaders in our island came to see me and requested that I will join the opposition. I told them that, it's not feasible unless all the opposition will unite. And I don't have to be your leader, but I can be a supporter. Incidentally, our good friend Momo Ibkas told me that they need me to unite the opposition, because even if I will be supporting the opposition and I am not leading the opposition, it's impossible to unite all the opposition. So I was being challenged, and I talked to several Camiguignons if that is true. A week after, Attorney Mabale called me up, and he said that yes, that is true. We need a unifying leader to lead us with the opposition. And so I gladly accepted it and said, okay, if you choose me as your leader, will you give me the authority to make decisions? Because I am a very decisive person. I don't decide on my own. It's more of consultative. I always consult people. I don't want to decide on my own. But once I reach a certain point that I have to decide, I will decide, regardless of what. As you know, JJ used to be my friend. And it's not just a friend, no? He's kind of close to me. But it just happened one day, he was talking against me in public. I don't know for what reason, why. We had never any arguments or disagreements. In fact, during COVID time, when it was lockdown, before I could land the helicopter in Pangyawan, his barangay captain already called him that I'm about to land. And he even called me and he said, "Nyor, asa man darong gabi Nyor?" So, of course, I invited him. He said, "Let's have dinner in the house." So, Anna made that close, no? But it was so surprising that one day, I think it was an event of the National High School in Catarman's homecoming, when he was attacking me. So I was quite taken aback. So may tuyuhan ng JJ. Iya magkong away, no? But ipasaktan na ako siya. I didn't mind him. So for more than a year, it's been going on. He always spoke against me. And I realized that this guy doesn't want me to be in the island. No? Because he considered me as a threat. And he cannot control me. But nevertheless, when the opposition group asked me to be their leader, I said, perhaps this is about time that someone has to be against JJ. Because that's the only time that I heard the problems, the real situation of Camiguinos. To be honest, I didn't know the situation in Camiguin that, kanang pili-pili sa ayuda and all this kabastusan sa iyang ihimo sa atong mga kaigsoona. And just to let you know, I'm really a leader when I was still a kid. No? When I was high school until the fourth year, I was our class president, and I never allow anyone to bully my classmates. So this is maybe the feeling that I got when the opposition approached me, that I will fight till the end. So it has ripened, and I have decided to really have a fight for our people of Camiguin. My family was against it. Of course, I have to consult my family. And at the beginning, they were not really in favor because we are just a simple businessman. And even my very own son, Paco, was not in favor because he knows that we're not getting any younger. You know? And I used to fly, I used to travel a lot. And Paco was even asking me, Dad, are you sure you want to go into this direction? You're a public property. You can't just do whatever you want. And people will, you know, knock on your door every day, every night. And you won't have any privacy. But I simply said, Paco, you know, in your life, when you see someone in the middle of the sea, trying to ask help, trying to really reach out, and you know that you have the capacity to really save that person, will you save that person, or you will just leave him behind because you don't want to get involved? So Paco understood where I'm coming from. That's the reason why I wanted to be in Camiguin, to help the people, because I know the people in Camiguin need someone to really help them out of this mess. I know it's not easy. It's very challenging. JJ has been giving me all the threats. Every time I land in Camiguin Airport, he always sent 20 policemen with full battle gear just to terrorize me and make me, you know, turn off by coming home to Camiguin. But fortunately, the guy that he is threatening is not threatened. Dili matagaling mahadlok. Until how many trips I made in Camiguin, the police is now on our side. Those guys that really threatened me, they even went to see me and said, Sir, kayuhan naman me. We have a kayuhan card. So please don't worry.
Good for them.
So, nakita na ko nga ang mga tao, dili man yun sila po tao pungol. No? It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time to let them understand. And it's not a blind loyalty. No? Kasi sila mismo, nakita man yun na po when we were in the camp, when 2 of our Kayuhan members was murdered. I went to the camp and offered 1 million pesos reward to the killer of that 2 supporters that was murdered. And I saw that the police force, the ordinary policemen, were so eager to meet me and support me in this clamor for justice of those 2 gentlemen. So, as you know, we want to restore freedom in Camiguin. Because kaninang ihimo na to is kaning pagpili-pili, pagdaog-daog, oppression and everything. It's like we are in North Korea. Maybe Kim Jong-un is his idol. He's following the footsteps of Kim Jong-un. Okay. Even China now is not anymore doing this way. There's always respect, always freedom. But, you know, unfortunately, freedom is not cheap. Freedom is not free. We need to spend, we need to fight for our freedom. So mo niya akong hangyo sa tanan. Kani atong freedom nga atong ipangayo, atong ipangita. Kalan pagtinabangay gid ang tanan. Especially kani atong mga kaigsuonan na diri sa Amerika, kay hibaw man ta sa kinabuhi sa atong mga Pilipino nga muhatag man gyud ta gamayng ayuda sa atong pamilya. They are always looking up to our family members who are better off here in the US. So taas kayo na sila o respeto, taas kayo na sila o kanang maminaw yun sila ninyo. So muni akong ihangyo yun sa tanan. Pag tinabangay ta para masulbat yun din nato ang atong problema sa isla. Kay way lain nga motabang nato kundili kita ra gihapon mga taga-Camiguin. Way lain kita ra gihapon taga-Camiguin ang makasulbat ani ang atong problema sa isla. Naara ninyo, naara nato unsaon nato pag-usab ug unsay atong mahatag nga maayong kaugmaon sa atong mga kaigsunan o sa atong future generations.
Yeah, I will.
Kita ra yun. We will make the history happen today and change for good sa atong isla. Una, mga kaigsuonan, muhangyo jud ko ninyo. Tabangi ko ninyo. Awagi ko ninyo mga igsuon, silingan at mga higala nga mobali na yun. Kay anyway, kung nagtrabaho na sila sa gobyerno, dili man na nato sila initan kung kita na pohon. Ato maghapon na silang tabangan. Kay sa atong pamaagi, wala may pili-pili. Walay oposisyon, walay admin. Kundili, usara, kami gingnon ra gyapon. Wala kay angay ikabalaka nila nga pohon kung ikaso kita na pasibawadaan sila trabaho. Mga maestra, mga nagtrabaho sa munisipyo o sa kapitol, dili na sila angay mahadlok. Ang katurang angay nga mga mahadlok, katurang mga ghost employee, nga gibayran sa munisipyo, pero tuwa nagtrabaho sa ilang farm, tuwa sa ilang restaurant nagtrabaho, nagyaya sa mga apo ni JJ. Muna to silang angay nga mahadlok. Pero kung legitimate ilang trabaho, padayon yapon sila sa ilang trabaho. Kay kita, dili ta anang vindictive nga pamaagi nga pamatasan. Kanigod, ingon nila nga kita, maayo lang ko ng oposisyon, pero pag panahon nas pinili ay ibaligya na ang boto. I hope this will not happen this time. Kay makamata na unta ang atong mga kaigsuonan nga dili na gyud ni nato pwede ibaligya ang atong kalag. Kay maluoy ta sa atong mga patanon, bawa na ni ang ilang kaugmaon kung ipadayon gyapon nato na pagbaligya sa atong kalag. Ibaligya lang gyapon ang boto. Mo ganing daghan kayong nag-warning nako. Tapos, ayaw kayo na sila mo, Juan, uubanin mo. Pero andohon, panahon nas pinili ay matagaan nag 5,000, malimot na. Pero mo lang niya akong mensahe. Anak sila, dili ko na sila magpaalkansi. Anang 5,000 na ilang ihatag, 500,000 ang ikawat anak nila ninyo. Kaya asaw na sila. Ang ila ana is mangawat sila ug dako musuhol sila gamay. Muna nga di gyud ta magpailan anak nga pamaagi. nga short term kayo ang atong mga panghuna-huna. I'm not saying na amo, but ang atong uban gud nga mga igsuon dito sa isla, usahay mabaw kayo ang huna-huna. No? Kato lang gani atong nagrehistro o K-card. Pawian sila o K-card, kekaan ko sila tupad, tila sa dayong ihatag. Anak sila mabaw kayo o ang huna-huna. Ako mismo, masakitan ko, pero isabot na yun ako sila. Kung siguro sa ilang pangihanlan, apirting ipita. Pero, dapat magmatno na ka. Kay sunod to pag dili gapon ta bulikan. Kung dili gapon nato ni pabuligan, ang kamil ko i-privatize na nila. So kung ma-privatize ang kamil ko, times 10 na ang atong kurente. Sa una ng eleksyon, nisulti naman ang atong mga opposition leaders na ang atong tubig mahimo na yung times 10. Wa man mo ang mga tao. So karon nahitabo na yun. So this time, ako na po'y warning. Bahin anang kamil ko. Kaya naaman na sa Facebook ni JJ. Dili man na ingon nga gikan na ako. Naaman na sa iyang Facebook. Ang kamil ko will be privatized next year. So what are we waiting for? Diba? Kaligod, ato naning masulbat tanan. Kung kita tanan, pagbata na. Dili bitaw nga ato naghapong malimtan-limtan. So kita kung hiusa na kita tanan, o di na kita makumbinser yun na to ang atong kaigsunan, hugot na yun ang atong pagtali. Di, nalampuso na yun ang atong pag-usap sa atong isla. Kay pohon, kung kita na, kaning tubig nga gikagugdan, dili gikaibgan, kay gikagugdan, ako ning iuli sa mga tao. O ni atong number 1 na platform. Ang atong uban pa nga atong plano kana ilang storya nga progress never stops. Kaning ato para sa mga tao. It must be people-centered ang atong governance. We want to uplift every single Kamikingnons in our island. Dili ang mga politiko muy mo kwarta. Bali, ang atong gusto, ang mga tao mo'y maasinso, matagaan na to og dignidad, nga maayong pangita, nga dili pirmi pagsalig og ayuda o maghangad lang sa mga politiko. Kay kana, dili na atong kinahiya. Kay kami, negosyante mi, ang among gusto, kita, ang mga tao, nga atong customer, matagaan og insaktong income, matagaan og maayong pamaagi, para naa sila'y income nga ikagasto, anaay dignidad, dili ingon pinaagi sa ayuda. We will not give them fish. We will teach them how to fish. Para naagyon sila'y mayong tao-tao. Kani atong isla, gihimuhaatan na nila karsada, mo may dali makwarta. Bisag wa nakyanan na, roads to my farm, una lang na ilang ipanghimo. Useless man nga kwarta ikang gasto. Naaamahon tay livelihood program, o naaamahon tay daghang gastuhanan, para sa atong public health care program. Ayuso na to ni ang atong hospital. Wala gani tay blood bank sa atong isla nga 120,000 ka population. Wala tay blood bank. kana nagpakita lang yun ang lideres karon sa gobyerno nga walay pagunahuna sa unsaon pagsalbar sa usa ka kinabuhi. Daghan kay na-disgrasya sa motor, heavily bleeding, simple na kayo, nagailan na nagdugo kay para ma-extend gamay ang kinabuhi hantod nga maoperahan. Wala, namatay lang sa simple kayo. Ano? Walay dugo. Kani mga inani butanga, mao ni atong tagaan og focus. Nga kaning hospital nato sa Camiguin, total government hospital man na. It is a national government hospital. Si Dr. Lil, iyang classmate ang atong health secretary. We could have aligned funds para matagaan nato insaktong hospital. Dili na mistil i-transport sa Cagayan. Kay once mag-transport na gani nag-upat o 5 ka oras, 50-50 na ang chance, anak. Very sure. So, mao ni ang atong nga focus nga para sa mga tao. Dili ingon anang kihalan ta dakong karsada, kihalan ta og maghimo og kaning flood control nga wala sa plano. Kanang mga inana nga proyekto nga walay impact sa atong mga katauhan. Impact lang sa bulsa. Ato na lang siyang undangon. Napakoy laing gusto nga ipahayag ninyo. As I mentioned earlier, that we want to uplift every single Camiguinon's life. Ato ning tinguhaon nga ang entire isla matagaan yun nato og Wi-Fi free zone. Why? Because if we are able to communicate, daghang kayo tag mahimo. No? E-commerce, education, and so many things that our poor brothers and sisters na nabilin taon dito sa isla kay na ay mga tiguang nga ila pang gialagad kay ato magyud ang tradisyon nga naagi mabilin para mo bantay sa ato mga katiguangan. Di pud in town sila maiwit kay pwede sila maka-practice, maka-trabaho through the internet. Parihas na gyapong income nga nilangyaw sila. So, these are the things that we should take care of. We want to empower people. We want to uplift them. We want to give them education. They don't even have to go to schools for formal education. They can learn everything through the internet. They can sell their lanzones through the internet. We don't have to sell them. We don't have to make business with the cartons. Instead, we will encourage ang atong mga kaigsunan maghimok basket para motuyok hapon ang income sa atong mga kaigsunan. Dili ang karton. Kaya kanang karton, ang negosyo para ila na yun. So these are the things, small things, basic, that will help. Kay kaning income, mutuyok raman eh. We will encourage kani ato mga kaigsunan nga ato na sa farming industry. Nga mag-intercropping ta para dili ta maingon musalig sa season. Kani ato mga fishermen nga panahon sing habagat, wala na ikita. Tagaan tani sila og livelihood program na during off-season, naagyapon sila income. This should be the focus of governance. Dili ingon nga panghimo og infrastruktura nga wala kihala na. Maghimo og bridge dito sa atong crater sa Binoni. Nga crater man na. It is a protected area. They should not touch that. Pero ila lang yung buhatan. Bisag way hinungdan 800 million proyekto. Ako gani usab ko ma-benefited ala ilang kwan maghimo ma siya yacht club parehas ani nya nahamo ko yate. But I cannot swallow nga mugasto ang atong tawal na. You know, we are already in the electronics age. All our personal data, once copied, pwede na sila maka-access sa atong bank account and all our other transactions.
Yes.
So why will we allow these guys to have access? That's why I filed that case. I was able to get a temporary restraining order, but unfortunately, that's only 20 days. The next step is to have an injunction, which the court granted. But unfortunately, the court wanted 7 million bond. So I said, you know, this is not my case. This is not a commercial dispute. This is a public interest dispute. I am just representing the people of Camiguin and the people that will visit the island. So I should not be required to put up that 7 million bond. So I requested for a waiver of that 7 million bond. At mo lagi, justice is delayed, justice is denied. So what I did, last December, I placed 7 million bond. Papili na nako ang huwis nga iya bang i-waive or iya na lang ning dawaton ng ako 7 million bond. On January 10, we will have a hearing. Let's see what the judge will decide. But this is a continuing fight. This is always my challenge, no? And I hope people like you will be able to support na masultian yun nato ang atong, ma-remind na yun nato ang atong mga kaigsunan. Kaya usahay lagi. Dili nila ma-appreciate ang atong mga efforts. Unsa atong ipanghimo. Murag, ang ilang pananaw, unsa rin nakita nila karong adlaw. Like the airport, I am not against the expansion of our airport. I am even for the extension of the runway to have a safety runway. We are aviation-oriented people. We understand that. Naka-crosswind ko that. So, anytime, kuyaw kayo nga, ma-overshoot ang aeroplano. No? But of course, we should do it the right way. Hilihingon nga, ang atong rice field, kwaon nila. Nga naman, tungod, kay ila man lang nang i-expropriate ang rice field, pero ikabot dito sa national government, presyuhan na nila o times 50. Diba? So my idea is to extend the runway towards the sea. Why kontra? We maintain our food security program. Padayo na nato ang atong rice field. We have to balance our economic progress and our future food security. It has to be balanced. No? So, kanang 5 billion nga ilang gastoon, we only need 2 billion to extend it towards the sea. And we will be at international standard. We don't have to make Camiguin International Airport. Impossible. It's unsustainable. Crazy. On the other hand, he said he wanted Camiguin to be a sustainable island control na dili nato ma-overdevelop ang isla kay they want to maintain it. But what are you talking about? You're making an international airport bigger than Boracay Airport. Huwag ka na kahimo ang Boracay o terminal up to now. So what BS are you talking about? It's only about your pocket. It's only about greed that you wanted. But my friends, I'm happy to report to you, I was able to manage to have the budget vetoed in the last couple of days. So nabito na ni Presidente ang budget for the new airport. As I've said, there's always a price on everything. Muna si JJ, sige ng pangaway na ko ron, ay perti ng sukuha. Sa unsa na lang butang-butang yan ako. Sige lang, tunlo na lang nato. Ay, pakita ka magyon ng tinuod. Ato naghapong padayonon. Una, usahay masakitan ta, pero tunlo na lang nato. Kay, naamagin siya angay kasuko yun. Kay, nawa man lang yung budget para sa eleksyon. Just imagine, having a 5 billion budget nga na stop. Suko yung kayo. Diba? Mo na to, 40% sa 5 billion. So, pila naman yung kwaon. So, I hope you understand, no, that where we are heading and what we are looking forward. Pohon, paghimo tag mga sustainable tourism development sa Camiguin. Kaya mo naman yung alas na to. This is our jewel. The tourism is a sunrise industry, and kanin sa Pilipinas, muna lang ng industry na to na sunrise industry. Camiguin has a lot of potential. We don't even have to make another Nuvo. You know, mga tourists na kaganahan ang mga concrete jungle. What they want is what our fellow brothers and sisters, the way they live in Anipahat. But na ang 5-star tanan nga facilities inside. At cold water, clean, nice bed, clean bedroom, etc. I would like to head up because I want each and every one of the family here to gain ato ning ma-harvest ang atong potential sa atong isla. Dili ta ang imaingon nga maghimo tag Nuvo, di make afford ana. No. Dili kay ang ang experience of being in an island is mao nang gianha sa mga turista. Dili ingon nga magpuyog sila simento kay aghana kay na sila simento nga balay. Dili na mao ang kanlan. We will also encourage investors in our island. What I'm trying to say is that di mo tayo nga ma-invest, mawad-an ang tag-negosyo. No. We will have a matchmaking. You have the land, you want to go a joint venture with somebody who wants to develop it, we will match you up. We will give them tax incentives. Sige, develop pa ni. Paghimo mo eskwelahan dire. You don't even have to buy the land. Joint venture, for example, Mrs. Gallardo, on island dire. Ma'am, wakati interesado na siya mahimog eskwelahan dire. Okay. Joint venture, you will be co-owning it. We will give them an incentive, tax incentive, so that mag-prosper yun ang negosyo. Kaya kita, negosyante ko dala, kasabot doon ta. Dili na to lisod-lisoron. Pagkuha o permit, dugay-dugayon, tanang kalaki, anang binuang diha nga kamangayong mga dokumento. Dili na mao. We will encourage para na ay jobs, na ay progress. Dili ingon nga kuha sa mong PPR certificate para ma-employed mo. No. You know, ang ako yung nasakitan o mayo. Ang mga pamilya nato diha sa Camiguin, bisag igsuon, bisag mga igagaw, parentita, pero duha ka mo. Naiuban nga atong mga kaigsuonan, dili gani nay namatyan sa atong parente, di gani ta mag-abot kay mahadlok makitaan, kay ma-immortal. They are dividing our family. We are Filipinos. We are Christians. We should be one family. And nothing should divide us just because of politics. Di na ito na i-allow. We should not tolerate this. Di ba? So, these are the things nga ngilad na diyong kaayo nga atong pamilya pabungkag lang tungod sa politics. Ha? na ay nakita na ko sa kainahan, iaway sa kaanak, pinidawat sa akong pinaskuhan. Iaway, yawa, yun niya sa iyang inahan ko. How dare you can say that to your mother? Wa, panay mong inahan, di na ni mo makuha. Kasapaan yun ako. Serious tayo. How could you say that to your mother? Kay tungod lang nga may immortal kuno sila. Nahawa na ko. What kind of mindset? And this is the things that I want to change. These are the things that you want to really have a drastic change. Nga baliko na to ni nga kita kada kamikin united ta walay upo, walay admin. So please, naaragyod ninyo, naaragyod sa mga kamot sa atong mga kaigsunan, asa ta paingon. Because to me, kung dili paghapon ta buligan, I don't know what will happen to our motherland. I'm sorry to say that. Because ako, all out naman ko. I'm doing everything to make it happen. I just need the people to understand and to help me. Siguro by this time, naghan naman siguro nakamatngon, pero I'm still wondering on the D-Day kung ato pa ba sila. Dili ba mausap. I'm not saying that di ko magpasalamat. Magpasalamat na nila. Pero ibaw naman ka, kaning Pikas Baya. This is the worst in the Philippine history sa paglabay-labay sa kwarta sa gobyerno. Just imagine, panahon ni Pinoy, ang utang sa atong gobyerno is only 3 trillion. 3 trillion. Karon, 13 trillion pesos ang atong utang sa atong gobyerno. Tungod sa waldas na kwarta nga, labay-labay lang. This is really something that we have to be worried. Worried especially for our next generation. Di na lang ko magdugay mga kaigsuonan. I hope na lamdagan mo sa akong gamay nga pagpasabot o hinaot atong atabangan yun ni ang atong isla. Aghang salamat ug maayong gabi kaninyo tanan. Salamat sir. Thank you.